What's up, Battle Squad, and welcome to another episode of Sunday Thoughts, the series where on every Sunday I give my thoughts on a particular person, place, event, news, and anything else in between. I am your host, Logan Battles, and for this episode, I'm going to be talking about the Nintendo Switch 2, which is a new upcoming gaming console from Nintendo itself. And more specifically, we're going to be talking about the price tag for the Nintendo Switch. And also one of the games that is with it in a bundle. However, before I get into all of that, it is important to give you some context as it relates to the Nintendo Switch and what comes with it and what are the specs, what are the quality, what are the games that are going to be played on, and anything else in particular. And so for those of you that are non-gamers and you have not heard about this story, just sit back and enjoy the show. Here we go. In early April, Nintendo announced the official worldwide release date of their newest upcoming gaming console, the Nintendo Switch 2, which would be on June 5th, 2025, which is this year. And at a cost of just $499.99, any potential buyer will get the new Nintendo Switch 2 and a digital copy of a new Mario Kart game called Mario Kart World, which is said to be an open world game. As for what the specs are for this new console, the Nintendo Switch 2 will come equipped with a 7.9-inch LCD screen with HDR support, 1080p resolution, and support up to 120 frames per second. As for the storage, this console's default storage, according to Nintendo, will be a, quote, 800% upgrade from the Nintendo Switch, with 256 gigabytes being the default. Damn, that's a lot! Oh, and Nintendo also announced the new controllers for the Nintendo Switch 2, which are the Joy-Con 2 controllers that come with bigger L and R buttons for, quote, player convenience, and attached to the Switch magnetically, making it much easier for players to play, and they will also include cursor-based controller movement. And along with the Joy-Con 2 controllers Nintendo is releasing for the Nintendo Switch 2, they are also releasing an official GameCube controller compatible with the Nintendo Switch 2, which would seem to suggest that Nintendo is bringing back GameCube games like Zelda Wind Waker, I believe that's the name of the game, and put it in their Nintendo Online services, I believe, for players to enjoy using this controller. Now keep in mind, everything that I'm saying to you so far is all from Nintendo, not from me. I'm just quoting what they're pretty much presenting and saying. Anyway, speaking of exclusives, as I mentioned earlier in this video, Mario Kart is getting an open world game, Mario Kart World. And so the other exclusive games Nintendo has announced for this new console are Donkey Kong Bonanza, Kirby Air Riders, and Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. Not to mention the fact that they also have an exclusive title developed by From Software, which that is the actual name of the company, From Software, and the exclusive title is called The Duskbloods. So all of that sounds pretty cool, right? Like, getting to hear that a new console is coming out, along with certain games that will be its official launch games to start off this new console. All of that sounds pretty cool, right? Well, it would have been great, and a lot of people would have loved it if it wasn't for one thing that started a huge controversy, shall we say. One that caused a huge stir from fans, from gamers, from anyone that even plays video games, such as myself. And that one thing I'm talking about is the price tag for the Nintendo Switch 2, as well as all the games on the Nintendo Switch 2, including Mario Kart World, which, from what I read, cost about, what was it, $80 on the Nintendo Switch 2? But that's just by itself. In a bundle between the Nintendo Switch 2 and the Mario Kart World game, the whole bundle costs $500. 500 freaking ass dollars. I mean, every game and every part of the Nintendo Switch 2, including the Nintendo Online Services, which I just talked about for the GameCube controller that is compatible with this console. If you wanted to do anything with the Nintendo Switch 2 console, if you intend on buying it, Nintendo is basically saying that you have to pay to do certain things like join the Nintendo Online Services, to use the GameCube controller to play certain GameCube games on there, like what I just mentioned, Zelda, Wind Waker, and a lot of other things that are pretty damn pricey if you ask me. And so even before I made this video, I watched certain people make videos asking everyone to not buy the Nintendo Switch 2 and have given their reasons as to why. And the common theme among the reasons given from certain people who made videos about as to why you shouldn't buy the Nintendo Switch 2 is because of the price of the Nintendo Switch 2 being so high. I mean, just the Nintendo Switch 2 alone cost about $450 if I remember correctly. And the Mario Kart World by itself is $80, like I just said. But when you have a bundle of both of them together, it costs only $499.99, which basically is $500, which is just nuts. And there is no wonder why so many people got pissed at Nintendo for raising that price tag on the Nintendo Switch 2, along with the games that are supposed to be played on there. And honestly, I can't blame them, because the console, as well as the games being played on the Nintendo Switch 2, is pretty freaking ridiculous if you ask me. I mean, it could almost be looked at as price gouging. Prices that are much higher than they should be. Prices that are so high that they shouldn't even be that high. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just seems like Nintendo wants to rip a lot of people's money out from their pockets because they looked at it like, you know, even with that amount of price on our games and console, Nintendo Switch 2, a lot of people will still buy it, which that may be true, but there's also a lot of other people who have said that they can't even afford to buy this game, or let alone this console. And so yeah, there was so much stir, so much anger, and so much frustration that fans have with Nintendo, sorry I can't speak, about how they raised that price tag for the Nintendo Switch 2 and the games on that console. And once again, I don't blame them, because that price tag on this console and the games that you have to play on, and not to mention pay for to play on, is ridiculous. I mean, God, like, corporate greed sells, right? Like, I just can't help but think about how ridiculous the price tag is. Like, oh my God, man. Really, Nintendo? Really? Like, Nintendo's reason for sticking by that price tag they made for this console, the Nintendo Switch 2, and the games on it, like Mario Kart World, it didn't really make a lot of sense. And quite frankly, it only made the fans more upset and more confused than ever before. So yeah, guys, I don't know what else to say about this, because this is this is crazy. This is just wild. So yeah, guys, those are my Sunday thoughts on the Nintendo Switch 2. My next video will be yet another trailer reaction, but not just that, another horror movie trailer. This time being the Final Destination Bloodlines, the official teaser trailer for it, to be specific. That one will be up tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And that is all for now. I hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a great week, Battle Squad, and as always, fight the good fight. If you enjoy what you see here, click like on this video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to turn on that bell icon so that you don't miss my newest videos. I will see you next time.